Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Minecraft Pocket Edition. Today is another great episode for you guys. Today is episode 50! The name of this episode is A Slice of Cake. And I got a bit of news for you guys before I start this special episode, the 50th episode special. The Mojang developers for Minecraft Pocket Edition have kind of sneaked out something quite sneaky that they've added into the game in 0.8 that not really many people have noticed. And it was revealed at Minecon the other day that, in fact, in 0.8, breeding will be added. Thank God for that, which means now we're going to have to think about different farms which can go along with that. So we're looking at more developed chicken farms, pig farms, cow farm, sheep farm, I don't know. But we can do it now with new breeding. But to start this episode off today, guys, I thought I'd make something that we haven't made in the world yet. Something that it reminds something remarkable of a celebration. They normally come out in the times, but here we go. 1, 2, 3. It is a cake. 3 empty buckets back and a cake. Now, we need somewhere to put this cake in memory of the 50th special, really. I seem to have moved all the stuff now. That's why it's all crammed in the storage room. So this is now finished. This area is done. Fantastic. It's finally done after all this time. It's taken me a long time to get it this way, but I'm actually glad now that it is like this. And, where do we put this cake? Can't place it there. Can't place it in here at all. But I think I may have found a place where it can go. It's sort of out of the way, but it's also in your face at the same time. But first of all, I'm going to need a special block to put it on. A block which takes a lot of work to get, and it's a piece of obsidian. Now, the requirements for the obsidian, though, is that I have a diamond pickaxe to get it back with, and I don't. So, we're not going to do that. Just off the way that we can't physically get it back. So we'll use a lapis block instead. Okay, let's go and find a suitable place for our cake. And I'm thinking, actually, that probably the best place to put it is actually right here. Boosh. Cake. And every time we lose some health now, guys, we can eat the cake in this episode. I didn't really have that much planned for this episode today, guys. I haven't really got many of the resources to do much of the stuff which we need to do in the next couple of episodes, e.g. the staircase here up into the furnace room, or really thinking about the roof down here, because that's going to take a lot of work and I'm not really sure what to make it out of. Do I continue with the theme of going with this nice pattern of the slabs and just go up occasionally into the dome shape? Because we know we want the dome, but I just don't know what I'm going to put in it. And as you can see, the tunnel area is pretty nice now that it's all been done up. And let's head through, like so. I think actually today we're going to do a little bit of work. Well, first of all, we're going to put a roof on the storage room. And we're also going to put some lighting down in there. So, roof of the storage room. It's pretty tough. And I think I may just stick with the theme of the netherrack. So, let's get to that then. So, weapons are in here. It's not really weapons, it's just the tool chest. Because this is where I'm just keeping all the tools at the moment. Until really I think about where else I can put them. So, let's try and work out how many we're going to need of the nether brick. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like we're going to need about 50, I'm thinking, for in here. Because once I've dug this bit out, this will be 20. Obviously, once we've done this bit also, it'll kind of finish off another room, basically, in the area. And it also gives us the idea of what most rooms are going to be themed around. Because now that the nether brick, I've got it, I am definitely going to be using that a lot more. It's a nice dark block, which blends in very well with most of the blocks in the game, especially some of the newer woods we're going to be getting, so I'm very excited to be starting using some of them. And it'll also avoid me using the same wood, such as the light wood that you can see all over the place. I can actually swap out some of the wood for different coloured ones, like the spruce one. They're really dark, and they look really, really nice. So I'm planning on swapping some of the stuff out for the spruce wood. Birchwood. Now, the birchwood's slightly lighter, but I'm not really intending to use that much. Let's just break this dirt here. Like so. And watch it fall, so we just pick it up. I think I've got it all. I think I got it. Okay, so in these furnaces, there is another full stack of nether brick for me to use, which has been cooking away. I've also gone around the base and taken all of the coal that was around, and now it actually does pay off because I can physically see where all the coal is now. And basically what that does for me is it able to show me basically how much I've actually got. And it allowed me to fill in most of the gaps with the smooth stone. And my, doesn't this look nice? So that goes there, and we've used, I don't know, I can't really tell how many I've been using. Oh, snap. Placing it in the wrong place again. This is the issue with having blocks in the wrong place, in rooms that they don't belong in. And what did I hit now? The cake. Fantastic. We're going to have to do a bit of dodging and weaving now, just to get round. I think we can get there like so. I think I might just try and cover half. Let's try and fill in this half of it first. And then first and foremost. And did I? Yeah, I did. God, this is hard. It's hard enough to place blocks at the best of times. Never mind when you're struggling to do it. So I can't tell where I've placed them because it's so dark on the roof. The nether brick, sorry, actually really does hide most of it. And 55, we haven't got that much left, but I can add it to what is actually still here. So I've still got a fair bit amount left, and I haven't actually dug any more of the other tower away just yet. And this is my cobblestone storage. I've got 55 in here. It's just cave, it's temporary. And I also went and did a bit of wood farming so we can keep on thinking about what we're going to be doing with wood, and now my supplies are back up again. It really does help to try and decide what I'm going to be doing. But also today I wanted to do a bit of terraforming outside. And lately I tried to do a bigger tree area outside to cover it up, and it didn't go too well. And the other thing I want to do today is want to get some half slabs going outside. We might as well just make a lot. Let's go up here and find the half slabs. 9, 15, I think that should be enough actually. 15 is more than enough. So yeah, terraforming, and we're going to do something with outside, and then we will come back later and we will have a look at some of the rest of the stuff. So basically outside is kind of bland at the moment because I've broken down all the trees that were outside now since actually, and it's night time, so we can at least sleep to set our spawn again after I reset the spawn somewhere across the world, so I didn't have to run across the world again with no armour on, because I kind of left my armour here, and I was doing trips back and forwards to remove the cobble, which I was basically just walking into the lava and killing myself, and I ended up going a bit too far away, and I planted a nice tree in memory of it. And as you can tell, I'm going to go up here and show you something, guys, because the render distance for the mobs is a lot closer than the render distance for the nether stuff. So if I get into the right position, you'll be able to see the mobs in the distance. And it's pretty tricky because there's only a couple of zombies up there at the moment. Let's try and get it there. And you can see one creeper in the distance, one zombie. There he is right in the middle of the screen now. There you can see all the mobs collaborating together in the nether tower. There's a bit more now. And there's the tower itself. But yeah, breeding. I can't believe they finally added breeding in, because now that's going to make so much of a difference. It's actually going to help more than hinder what we actually have plans for in the world, because it allows us to do greater number of farms outside as well as inside the base, because obviously you don't really want to have a cow farm inside because it's kind of a bit pointless, to be honest. And I want to try and bring this around. Let's get it to there first, because that may be all I can do. So this is actually quite a big area to cover. So let's try and come on to like so. And okay, one more. Let's get the next sets out like that. And yeah, basically the terraforming I'm doing here is basically because now that this area is all gone, excuse me, now that this area has basically been ruined for snow, I'm going to actually raise it up a bit now, so it actually looks like it's natural terrain, like I did on the other side, basically, guys. So it actually matters what the stuff looks like around here, instead of this just random flatlands around the river. Let's try and get it to about here. Let's bring it to there, I think. I think that might be good for today, because I may actually just run out of blocks more than anything. Yeah, I'm definitely not got enough stuff with me, but it might get us most of the way there today. This is definitely a 4x4. I might actually be able to do it. Really? I am actually going to be one block short. Watch this. One block. Where am I going to get this one block from? Oh yeah, we'll get it here. Since it's going to end up replaced there anyway, I might as well flatten the land out. And let's have a look at what that looks like now from over here. Let's go up onto the hill actually, because it makes a much bigger difference with all the stuff. And I actually really do like that tree being there. It kind of stands out. I'm also considering planting one, where is it? Here. And also one on the tip there, just to make it stand out just a little bit. The lava fall I'm definitely going to make a feature of in the world, and just as you can tell from that, it just looks a hell of a lot nicer, and it creates that sort of pinpoint for where the land actually flattens off from the hills around here, because it kind of goes up, then down a bit, then up, down, and then completely down where the reactor is. As you can tell, there's like a lot of creepers and zombies up there, so I don't really plan on going up there for a little while. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to do today with the half slabs is I said I wanted to cover something up. And what I wanted to cover up is actually this. And now I know that I've just gone over this, but I want to actually cover this up with something. Because, well, basically what's happening is I come out and mobs are jumping down on me and surprising me. So what I want to do is at least cover it up so I've got some headway. Let's try and think of a design that looks good anyway. So let's have a look at that. It looks better, but I think what we're going to have to do is place like a line here, just to cover it up a bit, and let's have a look at that from a distance. It actually does look a lot better. It is a bit narrow as you get up to the top, but that doesn't bother me at all, because as long as it's there to stop mobs jumping down on me until I'm at least out of the base, it really, really does help. And obviously it is pretty shallow there, but as long as it works for me, it works for pretty much everywhere, to be honest. And I think the other area I wanted to place some half slabs is there. Now I'm sort of getting this pattern going with half slabs going down till the halfway mark, until about here. I'm going to take this back a couple as well. And eventually I'm going to replace the half slabs and go with an alternate pattern of the light wood, spruce wood, light wood, spruce wood, light wood, spruce wood. But for now I'm just going to place it in like normal. So let's get down here and get some more half slabs going. So you can at least try and decorate the ceiling in that area until at least the halfway point, so we're happy with it. Because at least from the halfway point I can then change it back to the nether brick. But for now I just want to kind of put some sort of barrier up there so that it flows better into the world. And 12's not going to get us very far, it's going to get us 2 layers. Let's just try and get another, I don't know, let's try this many. This should get us 8, probably about 12 we'll get from this. Okay, that's about right, that's okay. So let's move on now, let's go back to the base. And let's go up there and actually try and figure something out, because it's going to be slightly trickier to do that. But obviously when we get the new woods it'll be slightly easier to work it out, because this area up here, when I get the nether brick, is going to be nether brick until I can't think of where it is. I think it's going to be, I think that's all nether brick there, and then it comes half slabs up to here. And this is where it changes really, so I'm wondering if actually I can take this block away. Okay, no I can't. This is where it gets awkward, because now I've got to raise the level where that the block is basically, so that I can fill it in, really. And this is going to get slightly tricky. How do I go about this? Let's just place that there. Let's get a dirt going there. How am I going to do this? This is a bit tricky. Slightly more awkward as well. Let's just break out the rest of them. Like so. Let's pick them up and let's try and get a design going that we are happy with. And obviously I can take some of this stuff back from over here. Let's just break a little bit of this off just so we can blend it in a little bit more, so it looks like there's a little bit of a natural incline, because obviously I planted all this there anyway, but it was only temporary stuff, to be honest. And so let's kind of do a bit of a to the side like that. That's a bit random. That looks okay. And also it looks like this has now been blended in a little bit better. It may not look that good on the inside for now, but surely it'll be okay. So let's get the half slab, half slab, half slab, half slabs. Can I break this block now? Yes, I can. Okay, this also gives us a little bit more dirt to play around with, like so. And now we're onto this bit here. So this is the point where the wood's actually going to stop. So let's get the rest of this on for the top bit. like that. And we can get rid of this now. So what do you think of that? That kind of gives a nice shallow incline to it all. And it really does fit with the more of the stuff that I've been going with for the top section. Kind of covers a little bit more of it up. And yeah, it kind of looks a lot nicer. So now you come into this top bit, it's like, ooh, it's nice that. And then I'm going to continue the theme here until right here, basically. So I'm going to place this as the barricade for the last bit. So I'm going to have half slabs. It's going to be mostly full blocks, this next bit. So full block, full block, full block, full block. And obviously, I think the next best thing to do actually would be to continue the theme here as well. But I don't have enough blocks for that, because obviously that's going to cut across into this eventually anyway. So we're going to try and bring it through at some point, because now you actually see the occasional bit of grass, and I don't really like that. I want to replace them. But the bits of the ceiling here, they're not too much of an issue. We can actually fix them if we need to. But for now, most of this I'm going to swap out for the nether brick. And then I'm going to go for the full blocks actually here as well, because it kind of drops very steeply towards the end. And actually, I've got to think of a compromise between the wood in the upper layer, and I've got to swap it out somewhere around here, because this is the point where it starts to become less shallow and a lot steeper. So that's where it's going to get slightly more awkward, but I think I can do it. I think I'll be able to do it. Still no more tests have been done lately, but the next one I'm planning to do is actually the diamond armor one. Because I've got enough diamonds for it, I can actually do that a lot quicker than you think. So that should be the good thing for this. And let's just come back up here and check on that now. So you can imagine what it'll look like. I'm trying to avoid having this random steep path going there. So let's go and get some more slabs and just fill the rest of it in. Just because we can. And also we can eat a piece of cake while we're over here, because we lost a heart from fall damage. So here we go, we're eating some cake. Oh, we just oh, right, yeah, okay, it came from this side. I was wondering why it wasn't losing the cake for a second, but then I just realised that. Let's take it from here, because this is the point where I'm not really sure where it's going to come from. 45. That should be plenty for this, so we should be able to get this roof done in the upper section, so we can swap it out for the nether brick in the upper section there. And obviously I can replace all the cobblestone in the roof, because it's getting on my nerves slightly now. And as you can tell, I replaced most of the areas that I did up with the good stuff, all the smooth stone which I'd melted down. So let's just break away some of this, and let's try and get a good position, like there. Next one goes here. Okay, then the next one goes like there. Now you can see that it's slowly starting to blend in with the next section, because it's kind of a half slab roof going upstairs. So it actually gets quite narrow when you get to the top, but it's about, actually, I think it's 3 blocks there, and then 2 as you come out. But that's not too much of a problem. I can deal with that, basically. The next one goes here, and the next one can go in as well, actually. So that's fantastic. So I actually got it so much further than I thought it would. And this is the point where it's actually going to blend in with the steeper section of the stairs. So let's try and get this in the right place. 3, 4, 5. And then that's the point where it's going to get a bit steeper. And I think I'm going to put stairs there, actually. But I think the best option for now is just to place stacked up double half slabs. But it's that's a waste of half slabs, to be honest. And this armour is taking a little bit of a battering. Its helmet's almost bruised and broken. I won't need to fix it anytime soon, which is the major thing that I've been hoping to not do. Let's take a bit more of this wood. I think 20 should be enough, but who knows. We've got 20 half slabs just in case we need to repair any of it anyway. So let's head up there and let's try and get some of the wood in. Because look, you can see it from here immediately, and you can tell that it looks a hell of a lot nicer. The nether brick's going to be all covering here, as I said, so the transition is going to be quite steep. Because obviously there's no lighting in here, it's always dark anyway, so all the darker stuff looks darker, and the light stuff just looks darker anyway. So that's kind of the reason I've tried to avoid putting any lights in here, because they don't fit with what I've been doing. So the major thing that I'm going to do now is try and work out what will look best in here if I actually do attempt to put a lighting section in. And then once we've done this, we'll go and put some glowstone in the tunnel, and then that'll be it for this episode, guys. It's been quite a work-heavy episode today, but that was kind of what I was going to go for today. I did a bit of a celebration at the beginning. It wasn't much of one, but there was one. So actually, 20 was just perfect. It may just get steeper as we go, but obviously it gets this flattened out thing here. So as you come down, it's all wood, flat, 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 gets a bit steeper, and then suddenly it changes into the nether brick, which we'll probably do next time, guys. So it gives me enough chance to break some more nether rack down and get some coal. I'm probably going to go and start stealing the coal from around the world, the ones that are showing anyway, because, well, I'm actually sick of going shaft mining lately after doing all the gold digging. So I don't plan on doing any of that in the near future as of yet. So valuables, we need, I think it was 6 glowstone for the tunnel. And we also just need to break out some of the torches. So this is the plan that for it, the future of this is just to get rid of the torches. Don't mind some of them because they're not actually in the way the whole time. So we go there. My, that actually makes it a lot brighter, which is strange. So where's the next one go? The next one goes here. Brighter. Is it me, or are these actually brighter than the torches that are up here? Because they're actually making a huge, huge difference, and I'm trying to not accidentally place a glowstone, just in case I don't get all the glowstone dust back. That's why I'm being very, very careful, and we're out. So there you go, tunnel with no torches in it now, and you got the glowstone in the ceiling. That looks much brighter for some reason. I don't understand why, but it does. And now I can actually tell where the glowstone is. There's one here, and there we go. So we're in here now. There's still quite a lot of torches in here, but I still don't know what to do for the floor, because I want to do a transition from the furnaces into something else, because I don't really want to put the furnaces around the middle, because it just doesn't fit with what I've been doing for the rest of it. Now, in here, it also needs a proper roof in it as well, but that's going to be for next time, guys. So there's our minecart iron, which I've tried to put aside to use in the future. So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Comment, like, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.